basically that made the range value global, and all of Max was trying to get access to it, and it says within a scripted custom attribute set that can't happen. So I had to declare that variable as a local variable. Now that I can evaluate this, and Control E will evaluate it, you can see that I get an attribute definition. The next step we need to do is take this attribute definition and apply it to our currently selected object. In Max, a currently selected object is defined by a $sign. And if I press enter with that object selected, it'll return back that editable spline with the name rectangle01. The next thing we need to do is we need to tell it that it's going to be actually looking at this modifier. So $.modifiers will return the entire modifier list. I'm going to tell it to just get the first one, and that's the first one on top of the stack. So $.modifiers 1 in square brackets says get me the first one in the list. And to reevaluate a line in the listener, I'm going to use Shift Enter. You can also do that at any point in time in the Max script listener. Highlighting a line and pressing Shift Enter will only evaluate whatever's been highlighted. So you can see now that I evaluate this line here, it's giving us back empty modifier attribute holder. So we know we're getting this correct modifier. Okay, so let's go about actually adding our custom attributes. Custom attributes dot add is a command in Max script for adding this custom attribute set. We need then to tell it what we're going to be adding it to. So in this case, it will be $sign dot modifiers 1, and then we need to tell it which custom attribute definition we're going to be using. And now CA, because we said CA equals this attribute definition, if I evaluate just the CA with a Shift Enter, you can see it returns just that definition. So I'm going to say CA. So now we've got custom attributes dot add $sign dot modifiers 1, the attribute definition. And if I highlight that line now and say Shift Enter, we get a response back in the listener saying true, and the attribute definition has now been added to the attribute holder. This scripted tool can now be saved, and at any point in time select an object and reevaluate this whole script, and it will add to the first modifier this attribute definition. It makes it a lot faster to rig the second character, a little bit slower to rig the first one.